Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys, this is Green. What's going on? Yeah, I'm going to say, well, I'm going to say like this. In rebut to that video, the thing I just witnessed, well, I'm going to say like this. In rebut to the video I just witnessed, I am not a predator. I have never been a predator. And the video I just watched, neither is common rights number. What we set out to do is make people laugh. But yeah, that's it. And I don't care what other people say. I'm not that way. So that's just it. Whoever, whatever, I don't care. You know, I'm not a member of any cult or anything like that. You know, as far as that goes, as far as anything goes, I'm not a member of anything. I'm just a guy making live streams, talking to people, and that's it. As far as that goes, people just want to say stuff just to hear themselves talk. But you know what? They can say anything they want to say, really, because I'm not like that. You know, I try to keep to myself, and that's it. I don't say anything to anybody. I just try to be to myself. You know, that's just it. I don't say anything to anybody. But there are people who try to label me, but I'm not letting that happen because people are just silly, and that's just it. I mean, hey, people are silly. I don't I don't give it any kind of attention because people people just want to do bad things. They want to say bad things about people, and I refuse to let it ruin my internet experience. So, in essence, those who want to say bad things about me, feel free. Because at the end of the day, I know they're not true. So, hey, you know, I don't really care what you had to say. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, you're just people, you know, looking for a soundbite. And I'm not going to give that to you. So say what you want, really, because I know at the end of the day, I'm a good guy. And, that's it. I don't have to prove anything. I'm not the one out here saying bad things about people, slandering people, calling people unnecessary names, stuff like that. I'm not doing that, but you guys feel it necessary to do that, then I feel sorry for you. Because, like anything else in this world, you know, after we're all gone and, such, your past deeds will linger on. I mean, what are you going to do when your child says, Daddy, why did you say those mean things? And I don't know what you're going to say, but I know it probably better be good because he's going to ask a lot of questions, or she's going to ask a lot of questions. But, in all, I could say that I'm not a member of anything. You know, I'm not affiliated with anyone. You know, I did that birthday stream as a nice gesture for somebody, you know, and to have it tarnished by somebody, it just really jacked up. But, you know, that person or persons don't need to be mentioned because I'm not going to give them clout. But I'm going to say like this to those people who are listening and those people who are watching. Uh, I would just say, God bless, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. Seriously. And every time you go outside, may the sun always shine on you because, you know, the world is dark enough and we don't need darkness in this world. I mean, we got enough of that. We got enough of that stuff. So, just have a good rest of the week and just be nice to each other and, tell your friends that you hang with, you know, gather them up and you guys go to a restaurant or something. You know, just go out to eat, have a good time. I mean, take my advice. Don't don't be jaded and don't say bad things. And you'll be all the better for it. Trust me. Don't make the mistakes. Don't make the mistakes that I did. Don't do all the things. Be don't be a person, like I was. Because like it or not, you know, what I'm saying is, when it all boils down to it, change is about growth, and growth is change. So I'm just leaving all this negativity behind me, and I'm just gonna go my own way as far as that. If they wanna say bad things about me, so what? You know, because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a good guy. I don't bother with anybody. You know, I come in from work. I don't bother with anybody. You know, might do a live stream, might play a couple video games. You know, brush my uniform, go to work like everybody else. You know, hang out with my buds after work. But other than that, hey, that's just it. You know, I really rarely have time to come on here and do stuff. So, this is the rare occasion that I do have a day off to do this. And I'm taking the time to actually do it. To say I'm not a part of any whatever cult or circle or anything, but this thing that a certain someone did, whatever, I'm not sure if he did it. I'm not sure if she did it did it, or whatever. I'm not casting shadow or anything on anybody. But I can say I had no part in it, but I will say that people who do stuff like that, they're just not worth it. So hey, sometimes you just gotta just let people be people, and you know whether they say bad things about me or not. At the end of the day, when all things are over and done with, and they're finished making their little live streams, you know, and they go to bed at night, I know that secretly, they're closet fans of mine. Because if you're good enough to say something bad about me, then you must be thinking about me on some level. Because after all, hey, it's like, okay. So you thought about me. It's nice that you do. So hey, I can always say, if you thought enough about me to say bad things about me, then I must be doing something right. I mean, hell, you guys are talking about me and probably whispering about me in every dark hallway you can. Probably got, doing puppet shows about me and whatnot. You know, I don't say anything because there's nothing to say. If you're good enough to say those things about me, hey, good on you. All I can say is, well, have at it. Because at the end of the day, they're just words. They don't mean anything. You know, hey, I don't say anything, but all I will say is, nice night, everyone. Big shout outs to everyone. And hey, just like I said, grab some of your friends, go out, have a ball. You know, that's some advice from me. Don't be lingering in the house and just go out. But to be honest, it's not worth it. But hey, sometimes you just gotta let people be people. And these people are looking for sound bites. Really. They're looking for sound bites. And they're like literally having a blast, making jokes at my expense. It's, well, hell, have a blast. You know, um, all I gotta do is say, well, sometimes you just gotta let people be people and let them say their little do's, let them do whatever. Because you know what? Hey, at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta let them go. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. I mean, hey, I'm not a member. Like I said, I'm not a member of any cult or anything like that. It's just, hey, I tried to be friends with everybody. You can't be friends with everybody, so sometimes let them be them. And not mentioning any names, but I'm just done with it all. Seriously. So you go ahead and you say those nasty little things about me. Okay? And by the way, um I'm not saying anything to anybody as far as that, but all I gotta do is say this, you know, I'm like really at this point cutting ties with certain people. I'm done. I'm really done with them as far as that. I've already cut ties with a lot of people, and it really doesn't faze me to do so again. So I'm done. You know, um, as far as that, you people who are like literally giving me clout or whatever, you're talking about me. Hey, just make sure at least have evidence, or at least, well, get my name right. And this is the thing. I know that you're probably thinking, oh, he's probably going to attack me when I'm not. No, I don't do that. And I don't slander anybody. I don't attack people. It's not my style. It's not my way. I'd rather leave you alone and let you do yourself in. So in that, I can at least say that I'm classier than you. And, you know, that. So it's all like that. So you people, hey, just chill out. Just chill out. 'Cause it's not worth it. All this strife on the internet. You people just make me laugh. All this strife on the internet for nothing. You do all this blustering and talking, and it just doesn't make any type of sense. So, in that, I can at least say, all the, well, kind of weird things that you're saying. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you guys are bad. I'm not saying you're good. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, whether you know it or not, you know, I'm totally done. And that's it. I'm breaking real ties with real people, you know. And those people know who they are. They're already blocked, you know, from messaging me. I'm just going to say like this, you know, I'm totally, 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 totally done. And whether you know it or not, folks, hey, I don't mind if you come into the live stream, just leave your drama at home and just kind of, those people that I cut ties with, they know who they are. Just don't don't bother showing up, because you're not welcomed. And that's it. Breaking ties with the following people. They know who they are, and they know who they are because I've since blocked them. And and such. That's it. And I'm done. Peace out, y'all.